Good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. I have taken one trade. It was a buy back here, just a alternate pullback because we started with a lower low, higher high to higher low, and it was a push off of the VWAP, middle VWAP, buy rotation level, and the overnight high. Use that as support. I have not taken another trade since. I did copy it over to my personal accounts, which I literally just have a little bit of money in there just so I can have the live data. But you have to take a trade once every 30 days to not get hit with the inactivity fees. So that suffices for my May trade. I've since turned the copier off for that. And yeah, so just that one trade so far. Good morning. Oh, not a good morning. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? You still looking for this short at 350? We have been rejecting off of this support level, so 34. I've been actually looking to sell here as well, but all three of these reversal, well, two, I thought we were going to reverse down right there, but these two reversal bars, they weren't signaling it yet. Oh, that's late. I'm going to get stopped out. Literally only got stopped out because I was late. I didn't realize the bar closed already. That's all right. I can eat that one. I can eat that one. $83. So I would have broken even there anyway. I'm still hoping that once I completely figure out, the patterns that I like with the up down tick setting, I'm hoping that I won't have to break even anywhere, honestly. Even if it's a support level, we should be able to push through it if I'm actually trading with momentum. But so far I still would break even at levels. So I would have actually tried to break even there, but I was just too late into the trade already. It was a little slow. Make it long, no silly. You're silly. All right. I looked yesterday. I had my niece all day yesterday and she still didn't want to go home. I ended up looking at the charts from yesterday and almost every single reversal bar yesterday touched a level, which was crazy. I think the total number of reversal bars was still pretty low compared to what I'm used to. It was maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 75. And out of the 75, probably 68 of them were touching a level. So it's like, well, I guess I need to really pay attention to how we react off of levels then. So that's really all I did. I didn't even try to finish converting just that 1 week of data that I wanted to convert over. I really didn't even have a chance to look at everything until pretty late. What did I just do? my God, I don't know what I just did. Why are you anxious, Applejacks? What do you normally do to calm yourself down? Oh, I forgot. I need to multiply contracts anyway. We only got, what, 3 days left? All right, I'm going to go in with 3 contracts per trade from here on out. I mean, might as well because I'm basically break even. I don't know what I like with this. Too much noise at work. That could be it. Oh, not take a Zanny. Sit in silence in the dark, something I can't do. Do you have any certain music that you feel like calms you down or at least is able to like distract you enough to where you don't really pay attention to your surroundings? This is a hot ass mess, I'll tell you that much. I'm not gonna look for the short here. I'm gonna look for a buy. This is a volume pattern I haven't really figured out that I like yet. $80. I was hoping we didn't create a double bottom. All right, well, all that kind of changes things a little bit. I don't like it. We have an imbalance in the point of control right now, too. It's a little too heavy. Don't like the sale here just yet. For now, I'm still sticking with the volume pattern of we've gotten more sellers than we got here, but there was 3.2 coming up and there was only 2.4 coming down. So right now, whenever that pattern happens where we take out the volume of that, but not this, I don't take the trade. Because essentially going from a higher high to a lower low to a lower high, we're trying to switch trends, even if it's just temporary. And right now, the thought process is how can we successfully change the trend when the sell volume didn't even overtake the buy volume going up? And see, normally, well, no, because that's a body set. I wouldn't have taken that regardless. All right, we got one bar pullback. I probably, honestly, what do I need? Like 22 right about 3 is 50. The way the volatility is, it might be smart for me to go more than 3 contracts, but I'm gonna just do 3 today and then probably the next 2 days do like 5. Good morning, Timbo. How are you this morning? I actually got some decent sleep last night. I was probably asleep by 3 o'clock, and it sounds crazy considering I wake up at 8:15. However, that's a lot of sleep for me lately. Shoot.
He's sleeping. He's in bed already.
You got 4 hours? Listen, lately 4 hours was a lot for me. Shoot. Meeting. Oh, bye, Applejack. See you later. Enjoy your meeting. Tell them people to stop bothering you with all their noise. I'll see you later. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? Need a few more swings before I can get back in because of the white bar pullback. Which that's something also that I'm hoping I don't have to care about anymore once I kind of finish figuring this shit out. The best of me. Oh, my lungs are flaring. Almost 6 before is really hard. No amount of coffee can do it, really. Oh, well, if you shouldn't be trading, you better turn those charts off. No, I feel like, especially when you're used to, I'm used to having insomnia. So, I mean, there are times, a lot of times, I get 2 or 3 hours of sleep and I'm up here like, hey guys. Oh my God, my ribs. I guess I'll know when my ribs are not, well, the cartilage between my ribs are not so inflamed when my skin stops hurting back here. Oh my gosh. That was a lot of effort here to push off of the VWAP on the downside. But even with such a high volume bar, the delta was only -9. So the buyers are still trying to push the market up. Nutty has 600 watching. Is Patrick still gone? He tends to have like a lot more people when Patrick is gone. I think people really just like his calm demeanor. Very calm, just, and not so, one, two, three. He's not like super arrogant and super like just have a nasty attitude. I think people like that. I love Nutty, but as soon as he starts playing that goddamn Ben and Rose song, I always just tune out. I'll like literally mute the stream for like 10 minutes and come back. I cannot take it. I just cannot take it. To birthday party Saturday, and I got asked out on a date. Definitely gonna be drinking the C4. You gonna be tired? Your cereal's all gone, so you're missing your sugar intake. No, I did PW. Oh, yeah. They're giving away stream. Wait, My Thunder Futures has like a little show like what's those people, Top Step? Huh, I did not know that. I know that I saw somebody like talking about how different, maybe it was Patrick that said it on Twitter. He was saying how all these different companies are starting to do these live streams or whatever. I think I saw Tradeify just started one, but I didn't know My Funded Futures had one too. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What was that? No sugar. I'm old, so grape nuts. They don't take any trades. They just talk about. Oh yeah, I wouldn't watch that shit. Nobody wants to watch that. I mean, I guess, but it's like if I just want to talk about the market, I'll just go turn on some fucking MSNBC or something. Trenches. I don't know. Oh, China's 2026 to 30 plan is in the works and it addresses weak links exposed by U.S. trade wars. That's the only thing I see recent on Financial Juice. It says at 9:01, and that's about when that spike just happened. So I'm gonna assume it's that. That was look at that wick. We wicked all the way up to it's the second upper deviation level on the VWAP. There's also the middle pivot level, overnight high and low. No, I'm sorry. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the prior close and current open. And then we just wicked all the way down from that. That is actually crazy. And that's a 1 minute chart over there. The wick alone is 214 ticks about. That's insane. Anybody, any of these I love to be counter trend traders, oh, they got fucked right there. There went my shorts. Oh, God. No, Timbo. Benefit, business inflation expectations. You see that? I don't see that. I do also see the EU prepares a trade proposal for US to steer momentum into talks, but that came out like 2 minutes after the spike, though. Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys. I don't know if you guys saw, if anybody has been posting in any oh God, what do I want to do here? $32. Oh, we didn't do what I wanted anyway. Um, Apex is going to start putting more people on probation, and I am 1000% for it. Um, I'm gonna No, I'm not. I was gonna take a sell right there. I'm no longer. 35. Ah, hell. 35. Actually, that's wrong. Oh, no, it's not. No. I literally was getting into the trade, took the trade off because I realized I looked at the volume wrong. I thought there was less volume in this swing up than this one, but it was more. So I had to reanalyze it. So I got it back in, but we got to win. But anyway, they're going to start cracking down on people again. And I am so happy for it because, and we've literally been talking about this since November when Apex 3.0 came out. Basically, when people violate the rules, right? Let's say that they go down more than 30% of their drawdown. Basically, really mainly that because I don't really think the 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio really gets implemented because if you are violating the 30% rule, you're absolutely violating the 5-to-1 for the most part, right? So, what people were literally doing, because John said in his videos, we're not, hey, if you violate the rules, it's okay. Like, you're going to have to get denied. And basically, you need to trade some more, trade another 8 days after you get denied, and then request a payout. Like, everything's fine. We all said, all of us. And I remember Alpine kept saying on his videos, he's like, they're not going to do that for long. They're not. Like, they can't because people are going to exploit it. We, the people who don't exploit things, have to remember that there are people out there whose only goal is to exploit and take advantage of the sim environment. They have no desire to ever get to live because they don't want to trade the right way. Okay. And so what people were doing is they were basically allowing themselves to violate the P&L rule all the time, get these huge gains. So they would do it on a few accounts and, they're going to lose a few accounts on the way, but it didn't matter to them as long as at some point they end up, keeping a few accounts. And so they would violate the rule, go request the payout knowing they're going to get denied, right? And then they would turn around, trade another 8 days, $50 each day, and then request a payout. That's what people were doing. They were 100% exploiting the system. 100%. 100%. And yeah, they're going to start cracking down on that shit. As they should. As they fucking should. I'm doing it. Racing goggles on. Oh gosh, Timbo. One step trade. Goggles for me. You would talks. Was the news accounts were just smack. Good morning, One Stop Trader. How are you this morning? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that. Well, see, but the spike happened at 9:01, and well, Financial Juice didn't talk about the EU stuff until. Oh well, wait. Now it says 9:01 on here. At first, Financial Juice was saying that news came out at 9:03, I think, but now they just changed the time. But that's all right. I wasn't in any trade, so we good. But good morning. They didn't think people exactly, Amelia. Like you've as the one company that has the 20 accounts, because we're not gonna count some of these other companies that try to. As the company who has 20 accounts, you have to know that people are going to exploit things. I understand that everybody doesn't exploit shit, right? And that's cute. But people are going to exploit what you got going on. They just will. It just is what it is. And you have to prepare for that. I should have gotten into this sale right here. But I still get so iffy about trading inside of where we just changed. So we changed to the downtrend right here, but then we immediately reject it. The volume and order flow pattern was exactly what I wanted, but I used to either not trade inside of the zone or the entry bar had to be attached to a level, which obviously right there it's not. We just missed the current open. But man, that was literally exactly what I wanted though. Sucks. But yeah. And it took them 5 months to figure it out. Exactly. Like, and then you have people who, like, I get it. If you genuinely, first of all, no, I can't say that. I can't say if you genuinely just happen to break the rule, like you shouldn't be grouped in. But no, I'm not going to do that. I am tired of giving traders excuses, and I'm tired of people not taking accountability and responsibility because there is no reason to allow your account to draw down 30%. No, no. A responsible trader would never have $3,000 in a live account and draw down $1,000. Responsible traders have risk management in play. Responsible traders will look to see, hey, I want my stop loss to be here. This is how much I have in available drawdown or in profit on the account. This is the risk percentage that I'm willing to risk. I'm willing to risk 2.5%, 5%, 10%. Doesn't really matter. And they base their contract sizing off of that. So if you do anything outside of that, well, you know what? I don't really know what to tell you. But drawing down that much is literally insane. You don't care about being a good trader. You just care about being at the casino. That's it. That's it. And for those people, I don't know what to tell you, but you should be grouped in because why? I don't understand. It's another way. Yeah, Amelia. So the good thing about now with Apex, if your consistency is 30.00 something, well, no, I think it has to, I think they do two decimals because if I'm not mistaken, Alpine was at 30.03 and now you can't even request. So when you go into the payout request and you click that account in the drop down, it's going to tell you that you can't request because, and it'll give you the exact percentage that you're at. So I think he said he was off by like $70 or something like that, or $7 because, most people, when they calculate their consistency, they don't calculate it to the exact number of cents and stuff like that. And that's what he ended up doing. So he was off. I thought he said seven, maybe it was $7 or something like that. He was off. But yeah, let's see. Oh, well, how far are you going to go up? A lot of positive delta in this current bar. We have to stall here for a minute to flip it if it's going to go down. Exactly. I was going to take a stab at the short, but I don't want to have to break even right. That's kind of far though. I should have taken it. Well, there would have been my break even, so doesn't even matter because I'm still going to break even at levels. Yeah, that would have hit my break even anyway. Here's the inside of the bar. So where I would have broken even was here, going across. So this bar would have taken me out at the break even and then pushed through. But that's what I was saying, where like if I get the volume and order flow patterns correct, I should be able to still get into the trades and not break even at the levels. But the one trade that I took that I lost, I still needed to break even. I also think it might be like the last one I was in a sell and we touched the major support level. So maybe if like this is technically a resistance level. So maybe it's okay for me to stay in and not break even at those. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, Amelia, that's pretty good. And then now also when people are denied for violating the 30% rule, they actually tell you in the email instead of this improper risk management, which has been so annoying for the last 6 months. However, things take time. Like their back office is trash. I don't even know what system it's built off of, but people have been wanting all these different features, but from a technological standpoint, putting certain things, implementing certain things on the back end is not as easy as one, two, three. Like you got to make sure things are coded properly and stuff like that, which can take time. Especially because you remember, like in the beginning when Apex 3.0 first came out, and for like months after, their system was actually not even calculating MAE properly. And I still don't think it does all the time, because if I'm not mistaken, I think they actually import your trades into trades viz or something, and the MAE is based off of that. However, the problem is most platforms don't export that data properly. So I'm wondering if whatever they have on the back end that that prints out the trades for them to be able to import it into TradesViz, maybe theirs is super accurate. But I know like when I export my trade, well, I don't export them now because TradeZella has the auto sync now, but before, when you would have to export from the executions tab on NinjaTrader, MAE isn't even like included in that data. So my MAE inside of TradeZella was never right, ever. Half the time it would be nothing, or it would be like way off. So I wonder actually if it's more accurate now. Let me see. While I'm waiting on a setup. Let's see. Position MAE. Here we go. No, it's still not right. It's still not right, even though there's an auto import now. So if you look here, this is saying that I went a total of negative 220 on the trade before the stop. Wait, execution two. Yeah, I got stopped out on the trade for negative 140, which it just hit my stop loss. But my MAE shows negative 220. I never went down 220 because so yeah, it's still not right. Good morning, New. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning. NVIDIA, don't make excuses. We go look at NVIDIA. Ooh. I see it starting to turn upwards. New, how have you been? How have you been, my friend? This is another pattern I don't know if I like just yet. It's technically a no interest reversal because we have a lower high to a higher low, which I don't mind taking, but we started with a higher low. So I don't like seeing higher low to lower high to higher low. I more so like lower low to lower high to higher low. So for now, when those set up, even if, the patterns are what I want it to be, I'm not taking those trades. I was almost in that sale, but then we had way too much volume there. I wanted the volume of this. down bar to be less than this one over here. Slightly higher. 44. There was like 6 more volume in that trade, which invalidated it. We do have crude oil coming up at 9:30. Oh, it did end up in May. Oh my god, my chest. Um, we got a 1 bar pullback right there, so I'm just waiting on a few swings to happen first. Oh, you know what? I don't even have my reversal bar sound on. Like, I knew it was too quiet. Oops, wrong one. What are you doing? Yes, it is new. Quick and painless, thank God. Especially with how you feeling today. We don't need you exposed to those people for longer than you have to be. Y'all, I have to tell y'all, my niece yesterday. So she graduated kindergarten. It was such a cute ceremony. Um, she looked like a little princess. She had on like her little pink dress, and she had her hair like she had these 2 curly tendrils in the front. She had her hair in a bun with little pink butterfly clips, and then she wore some black shoes. I don't know why. She has pink shoes, but either way, she looked like a little princess. And so, before we left, my nephew was like, "TT, I want to come with you." I said, "Okay, well that's fine. Like I don't be bothered." But then he ended up wanting to go with my cousin's dad, and so my niece was like, "Well, TT, I want to go with you." I said, "Okay, well let's do it." She ends up trying to change her mind to go and be with her grandma. Yeah, but her grandma lives like 20, 30 minutes out. 21. And so she was like, her daddy told her, "Well, you can't go with Granny, but you can go with TT still if you want to still go with TT because TT lives down the street." So she's like, "Okay, I want to go with TT." So we go out to eat. They pulled her out of school. Um, and so we went out to eat. And so as we're driving, first of all, my niece graduates in 2037. Okay. I started calculating. I was like, damn, I'm going to be almost 50 years old when she graduates from high school. That's crazy. So I tell her, I said, "Well, you're graduating 30 years after TT graduated." She goes, "So when you graduated high school, was I in mommy's belly?" Like, no, baby. My granny goes, no, you weren't even thought of. So she's like, "Was Coco," her brother? Her brother's only a year older. "Was Coco in mommy's belly?" I said, "No." I said, "Actually, you weren't even thought of." I said, "Your mommy was in elementary school when I graduated high school." Oh, so does that mean you're older than mommy? I'm like, yeah. She was like so dumbfounded that she wasn't even a thought when I graduated high school. I'm like, baby, TT's a little old. I might not look old, but TT's a little old. But it was just so cute. Super cute. Back for how long? For good. Period. No, you better be. But it was just like the cutest little moment. Why you say, oh no, Amelia? So then, before we left, because she was with me, first of all, the night before we had really bad storms here again. And so the sirens went off, the tornado sirens went off at like midnight. So my cousin, I'm going to start calling him Noah. He wakes the whole house up because he don't play those games. He wakes the whole house up to take them to the basement. He done grabbed the kids, grabbed his girlfriend, grabbed the dog, the hamster, and the turtle. I said, sir, are you Noah? And so I guess my niece was really tired from that. And so she slept in the car. I pick her up to get her out of the car. I lay her in my bed and she still sleeps. So my granny's like, are you going to take a nap with her? I'm thinking, man, I really need to try to convert this 1 week of data just so I can have like a little bit more substance to stick with the up down tick, which I think is going to work. But I was like, man, I'm actually pretty damn tired. So I'm going to take a nap with her. Baby, she slept from about 1 o'clock to 5:30. She was gone. But my bed, so I have like a 2-inch gel mattress topper. And so even if parents are like, oh, my kids don't take naps, my kid, shit. When they get in that bed and that bed just like conforms to their body and swallow them up, baby, they'll sleep all day. And so I ended up taking a nap with her. I woke up at like 4 o'clock. But she ended up waking up. I fed her, cooked dinner for everybody. And she was like, I don't want to go home. Like, girl, you got to go to school tomorrow. You having field day tomorrow, too? That's like one of the best days of the whole year. So we were driving to her house and I said, you still don't want to go home? She was like, no. I said, well, your brother misses you. She was like, okay. Jesus. So her mom's like, did you have fun with TT Amber? She was like, yeah. I said, girl, we didn't do nothing. All we did was take a nap. She woke up, I fed her, and now we're here. But okay, if that's fun to her, then that's fun to my baby. Kids were the same when they were little. Pick up my best friend and boyfriend. Was that? I'm not around. Then got really upset he wasn't there for the big girl. Kids will get so upset that whatever is going on in their brain is not real. So upset. No, I know I was there. Show me. No, you weren't. That's like my nephew. So my nephew, the one that's fully white, he was so upset when he found out he wasn't brown. And he's 7, and this just happened like maybe like 8 months ago. Oh, baby, he was so happy that he was brown until my niece reminded him, no, you're not. He cried his little eyes out, went to his daddy to try to confirm that, no, I am brown, right, daddy? I'm brown like you and baby brother and sissy. No, actually. But I know I'm brown. New fuck that job. Oh, apple checks. All right, let's see how we break out here. We are approaching the major support level. Crude oil is coming out in about 30 seconds. I am still waiting 2 minutes before and after low impact news. Low, medium, and high, to be honest with you. I don't have to stagger it anymore. Like high impact, I used to stop like 7 minutes before. Medium was 5 and low was 1. But it seems like 2 minutes I can go for each one. So we'll just wait and see if there's any kind of little movement. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. It's not, it is. There we go. Let that baby be brown. Shh. My niece said, you're peach. And my nephew is pale. He is like the epitome. He is pale, baby blue eyes, little freckles. He looks exactly like his mom. But he doesn't care about that because he wanted to look like everybody else in the house. Oh my goodness. A time. A time. So my cousin was telling me that my nephew is like full blown gamer now, and it's my fault. Oh, let me show you guys my niece. I don't have a. This was her outfit, and she was just so freaking adorable. But there was this little girl there who had on this like pastel pink dress with these like shiny dots on them, and then her shoes, you know those like plastic shoes that these kids get with like those Disney character dresses and stuff. Well, they weren't like that because they weren't just like slip on with no back to them. They looked like for real little dress shoes a little bit, but they had the little heels on them and they were like shiny, and it had like a bow on the top that was still plastic with the rest of the plastic shoe, but it was just so cute. I think it was pink and purple, and the way the colors were laid out, she was just so freaking adorable. Me and my auntie was like, "Oh my gosh, she's adorable." We walked up to her mom and was like, "She is so freaking adorable." It was just so cute. Yeah, so I have two nephews. So the oldest, that's 7, he's fully white. And then my niece, who will be 6 in 2 months, she's mixed. And then my nephew, who just turned 4, he's mixed. Yeah, finger itches. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. I don't have a whole, well, shoot, this picture's super old. I don't have a whole lot of pictures of my oldest nephew because I respect people who don't like taking pictures. He does not like taking pictures like that. So if he tells me he don't want to take a picture, I don't take a picture. But this was like 3 years ago, but this is him. Oh, like I said, pale, blue eyes, freckles. That's my baby. But yeah, he's a full blown gamer now. Hmm. And it's funny because when I got him into gaming a few months ago, his dad was like, "Amber, you gonna turn my son into a gamer?" I was like, maybe he won't care that much. Shit. He's been addicted ever since. Ever since. And he was like, before, Cohen would just want to play his Nintendo Switch. He never wanted to pick up a controller, never wanted to play the PlayStation or the Xbox that his daddy has. But now, shit. So he initially started off with the game that I was letting him play at my house. But but now he plays Fortnite. So one day he just came home and he was like, "Daddy, can you get me Fortnite?" So he downloads it. And he's like, within 2 weeks, he went from not being able to, like, he could just either turn around, run, or shoot. Like, he couldn't do both of them at the same time. He said within 2 weeks, this boy was running around the map and stuff like that. And so he plays with his aunties on his mom's side. And so he said a couple of weeks ago, he was like, "Daddy, can you see if my aunties are online?" And they weren't. So he was like, "Well, Daddy, can you play with me?" So he's like, Cohen was sitting there talking about, "Daddy, let me show you this. Let me show you the lightsaber." He's like, "The lightsaber?" So he runs them to where the lightsaber is, pulls it out. "Look what I could do with this." And so when I was over there a couple of weeks ago, I went in to give him a hug and a kiss because I had just dropped, I think, one of the kids off or something. I can't remember. And so he's like, "TT, wait, let me show you this." So he didn't have any kills at the time. So he's running. Somebody's shooting him in the back. He gets behind a truck. So he's telling his aunties, "Wait, wait, wait. I'm met kidding. I'm met kidding. I'm kidding right now. Hold on." So then he comes from healing up and he ends up getting like 3 kills before he ends up dying. And he was like, "See, TT, I told you. You see that? 3 kills." I was like, "Oh, my baby." It's just so adorable. But he's like actually good. And so one time when he was over here not too long ago, he was playing Roblox. And, you know, a lot of little kids play Roblox and they're beginners like he was, but he was a little bit more advanced than they were. And so he gets put into a lobby with these like super beginners, and he ends up with like 100 kills in one of the match. He's like, "Look, TT, you see them over there? They're shooting each other. They're not killing each other. Watch this." He shoots a grenade and kills like 7 people at a time. I'm like, what is going on? But he loves it, and I love it. Yes, he is all grown up with his 3 kills. You can't tell him nothing, honey. Listen, nothing. And I think my niece is gonna end up being a gamer too, and the youngest baby, which I love. I don't see a problem at all. I don't. I do not. All right. I need to get like, if I can get one more trade in and it wins, I will hit my goal, my P&L goal for the day. But we're kind of like consolidating. Oh, I didn't realize the market was this choppy. Jeez Louise. Okay, well, it all makes sense now. I keep saying I want to go down to a 20 tick chart, but I kind of like the 24. Like, even if I only get a couple of trades in a day, it's fine if they're wins. Shit, who cares, you know? Who cares? But we're just kind of getting stuck around all these different levels, so. I wish this one would have signaled, but that wasn't what I was looking for. The only issue with this particular trade was the point of control was in the wick, and right now I want it to be in the body for now. Those rules can change over time. Not lunch on new. Been living, I still got bills. I feel it new. I feel it. I feel it. Come on, market. What are we doing here? I know for sure tomorrow I am going to start with the 3 contracts as long as I remember, and stick with 3 contracts for the next 2 days. If I don't pass it by the end of Friday, but I'm super far in profit, then it's fine. I mean, I don't really want to pay another month, but at this point, what's the most important for me is making sure that the way I pass it, since this is my last eval, like the way I pass it is the way I want to trade, you know? So if it takes me a little bit longer because I'm kind of switching, I mean, I did a whole week last week of analyzing the market completely different. If that's the reason why I have to pay another month, but I get things together to where I feel comfortable and confident going into PAs, that's fine. That's what's most important to me. I got like 5 minutes left. I want to see how we react here. One of the McDonald's bundles, super cheap, super cheap. The nerve, the nerve of you. Come on, market, do something, damn it. You're toxic. Wait, is it on my old channel? Oh, that is on my old channel. I need to make a video on my old channel. I really do. Come on, market. It's kind of a weird place, though. The prior close is up there. If we're gonna bounce up, I would rather us bounce up off of this VWAP right here. If we go up. What do they base yesterday's close off of? This drives me crazy. The order flow indicator puts yesterday's close at like 106.25, but that's not the actual. I don't understand. All right, so ah, my goodness. I would hate to lose a trade because I'm bouncing off of a level, but especially when this one isn't as defined. But we're gonna take it. If it loses, it loses. See. It's gonna lose. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I literally said that. I would hate to lose the trade because we're bouncing off of a level and my levels are not all the way defined yet. So, especially this particular one, but that's all right. That's so annoying. But at least I'm break even, but still, I would have liked to just have a little bit more progress. So I'm definitely going to have to go more contracts the next 2 days. Oh, it's so freaking frustrating. Mm. Yeah, I don't like it. Do I want to push for one more trade? I don't know. Don't know. Mm-hmm. Took not a single trade today. My least favorite. I mean, the market is so choppy. What does it look like on a 5 minute chart, though? It's probably even worse. Yeah. Honestly, after we did this from that little news, I had no faith in the market doing anything. I mean, we were moving pretty decent here, but once that happened, it's almost like consolidation is 99% gonna a 99% chance it's gonna happen, and that's exactly what we did. But whatever. All right, I'm not gonna keep going. I would rather spend my time trying to finish converting this data before I have to go to my best friend's house to help with her babies. All right. Tomorrow I don't think I want to go max contracts, but if I'm gonna stay on the 24 tick chart with as choppy as it is, I'm gonna have to go up on the contracts because I'm not getting enough trades. 16 tick chart, even a 20, I know I would get way more trades, but that's okay. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to push that button. I meant to push this one. I gotta switch the order of this. But anyway, here's what the account looks like. Just down $55 after 4 trades. Yeah, 4 trades, I think, or 3. I don't really know. But either way, it's fine. So I'm still almost $700 in profit on the account. And that's why I said like I don't want to like push it too crazy tomorrow, but I also would rather pass it than not. So I still have like 2,300 to get funded, and top not top step take profit trader does have a 50% consistency rule on evals. So even if I do half tomorrow, half the next day, if I can get that far, I would be just fine. So I might max the contract at 6. We'll see. I'm not really sure, but either way, yeah. Yeah, see y'all Friday. Yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 8:45 Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.